I think, do I think airport security looking at Paige is a big deal? No, not really. Because like I said, if Paige is an international superstar, people are gonna want autographs with her. People are gonna want to talk to her. People are gonna, they're gonna want her to sign an autograph or whatever it may be. But Paige is a household name. She knows who she is. And Paige is a very, very beautiful girl. Paige is beautiful. But having somebody look at you is nothing wrong. That's nothing big. Because they didn't touch you or they didn't say nothing to you physically, that's not wrong in anything about them looking at you because they didn't say anything, they didn't talk to you, they didn't speak to you, they looked at you, they didn't touch you. So I think Paige is making this a way bigger deal than it really is. Yeah, Paige ought to be respected. Paige ought to be admired for her beauty. I agree, she's a beautiful woman, and I think she needs to be respected, and I think she needs to be looked up to and admired because Paige is a awesome person, man. She's an awesome person. She's funny. She's awesome. She's beautiful. She's a cool person. But I think Paige complaining about somebody looking at her, I don't think that's that big of a deal because if they didn't touch you, I don't think you ought to be complaining because you ought to be thankful somebody is paying you some a little bit of attention and knows who you are and that knows what you do and that knows you're a WWE superstar. I think that's what she ought to be thinking about is like, that she's a household name. Everybody know who Paige is. Paige, people know Paige for her being, for her being in WWE, for her and her family, all around the world, and her starting NXT and being an NXT Women's Champion. I think Paige ought to be thankful for the people around her that do pay attention to her because Paige is a superstar. She's a household name, and I don't think somebody looking at her chest is that much of a deal because it's not like, the airport security did touch her. It's not like they did that. That's not what happened in this case. All the airport security did was look at her chest. That's all that happened. Now, some women, are different. Some women are, some women aren't. Now, all women should be respected and all women should be loved and cherished. But Paige is a superstar. She needs to know wherever she goes, people are gonna want autographs. People are want to gonna they're gonna want to take pictures with her. They're gonna want to talk to her about her career. They want to hang out with her to get to know her. But I think Paige saying that, oh, somebody stared at me, that's wrong. No, it's not really wrong because you're a superstar. You ought to know this, and you're complaining about somebody paying attention to you. When you're a superstar, you ought to know people are gonna want autographs. People are gonna know my name. People are gonna want pictures. People are gonna want to talk to me. I'm an international superstar all around the world, and people are going to want to talk to me. So I think Paige, talking about airport security looking at her chest is that not much of a that big of a deal like she's blowing it out to be. I think she's blowing this up into something that it shouldn't be. And I think, Paige ought to be thankful that everybody knows who she is and that really cherishes her and that looks up to her, that knows who she is, that knows her name, that knows she's a superstar. I think Paige ought to be thankful for that, but do I think somebody staring at her chest is wrong? I mean, if they're not touching her, I don't see how big of a deal that really is because they didn't touch her at this aspect. In this news thing I read on her today. This is a news story that I read on 411 uh on a wrestling site that I go to. This was mentioned about her. So I think Paige blowing this up into something bigger really what it really should be. It's not that big of a deal because if they didn't touch you or say anything to you, you don't have the right to complain. So I think Paige ought to be thankful that somebody know who she is and that knows she's a superstar. They love her for who she is. They admire her. They look up to her. She's a superstar. She's a role model. I mean, I think people are lucky to be able to see a superstar like that and know, hey, she's a superstar. She's a superstar in WWE, and I think that's what WWE superstars need to realize when they go all around the world that people are going to notice them, and they're going to want pictures. They're going to want to sign autographs. They people are going to want pictures with them. People are going to want them to sign autographs. People are going to want to talk to them. But I mean, if Paige is getting mad over somebody looking at her chest, I think that is wrong in a way. But like I said it again, I don't think if the airport security touched her, it would be a whole different story. Which they didn't touch her or talk to her physically. So I think Paige is just kind of like blowing this up into something that it's way bigger than what it is. But do I think Paige should be admired? Yes. Should Paige be respected? Yes. All women should. But somebody looking at your chest is sometimes things happen. I mean, people can't help where they look to. I mean, sometimes things are gonna happen, you know. I mean, that's how I see it, you know. Like if I look at somebody, that doesn't mean I'm doing it deliberate just to do it. I mean, you can't help where you turn your head. You can't help that. So I think Paige ought to be thankful that people know who she is. They know that she's a superstar. That they want to talk to her. That they want an autograph with her. That they want to get to know about her and her career. I think she ought to be thankful for that because Paige is a superstar. She's known all around the world, and I think she needs to be thankful of all of her fans. That's what I think. So if you guys like this, if you guys like this breaking news story on Paige, hit that thumbs up. And I just wanted to come to you guys with this news story on Paige. And if you guys like my channel, hit that red button on my channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, do I think Paige being looked at by airport security? Do I think that's wrong? No, because like I said, people can't help where they turn their head. You know, people can't help who they look at. Things are gonna happen. You know, and like I said, I think Paige ought to be thankful that everybody knows who she is, looks up to her, wants her picture, wants to talk to her about her and her career, wants an autograph. And I think Paige ought to be thankful for that because Paige is a superstar and Paige ought to know that. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video on Paige. So, guys, leave it down in the comment section below. Do you guys think Paige is blowing this up into something bigger than it really is about airport security looking at her chest? I want to hear what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. So, do you guys think that Paige is wrong about having somebody look at her chest? Do you think that she's blowing this up into something bigger than what it really is, or do you think that she ought to be thankful that fans know her and that knows who she is? I want to hear what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. So leave your comments down in the comment section below about what you think about Paige saying that airport security was looking at her chest. Do you guys think that Paige is right in this situation, or do you think that she's wrong? Leave that down in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys think about that down in the comment section. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I will talk to you guys later. You guys have an awesome day, man.